name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer. Sitting here, my ride-along host, the Paparazzi. What's poppin'?
Man, do I have something to tell you and listeners. I've been debating whether to tell it on air, but I think I'm going to tell it.
Oh, my God. You're not finally coming out of the closet, are you?
No, not coming out of the closet.
Is it about your third nut? What is it about?
No, so I was recently engaged.
Okay.
And I broke off my engagement
So this is something serious?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I broke off my engagement a couple of weeks ago, but we live together, and we still share the same bed, and I'm trying to keep it as cool as possible.
Are you guys sharing your cock? Does she still put it in her mouth every now and then?
Nope, none of that. It's over.
All
it's
right.
over.
Then
but
she's got to go. Go ahead.
We're trying to just live amicably.
I got you.
I'm trying to make a big change in my life in a few months, so I'm just trying to make it peaceful. And so I was sleeping, and she works nights. I was in bed sleeping, and I heard something, and so I acted like I was still sleeping, and I wake up, but acting again like I'm still sleeping, to her standing over me saying, "Nobody likes you, die. Nobody likes you, die. Nobody likes you, die."
Now, this was a dream, or
no? She's over me doing this. So I with
so
my
you weren't
eyes
sleeping.
closed.
She was doing this for real.
For real. I open my eyes and I say, "What?" And she quickly jerks back.
Get
and
the
says,
fuck out of here.
Says, "What are you talking about?" And so the next morning, she comes out and looks at me and says, "Is something wrong?" And I look at her and I'm like, "I want you to know I heard every word that you said last night. Nobody likes you, die." And she says, "Oh, I thought I was having a dream." And I'm like, "You were not having a dream."
Get the fuck out of here. That bitch is about to kill you.
Yeah.
Buddy, like I said, you better watch what the fuck you're doing. Standing over you and no one likes you, you're about to die?
Yeah.
You got a motherfucking possessed demon living with you, man.
I am worried about it, let's say.
You gotta FedEx that bitch. You gotta get her on overnight delivery out of the house immediately.
Is
Are
that
you
the
kidding
Steve,
me?
Is that the Steve Stevens device? She's got to go?
Oh, 100%. Like she's... Oh, that's some demonic type shit.
Yeah, and she looked, I'm telling you, she looked possessed. When I opened my eye and she was over me, she
what
literally
happens when you're
looked
opening
possessed.
your eye and she's on the 5th stab wound to your heart?
I'm worried about that.
Yeah, well, worrying is an understatement.
That's why I'm telling you guys, the fans of this podcast, and you, if something happens to me, you heard it. You know I told you
Oh, my
guys.
God. Well, let's just ask the podcast fans right now. Do you get rid of that bitch immediately, or do you try to fix things?
And here's another one. Why is it that all the crazy ones are the best in bed? Because that's what it seems like. When I ever get a crazy one, those are the best ones in bed. But they're the absolute
what's your
nuts.
definition of best in bed? She's a freak. She's sucking your balls. She's licking your ass. Like what do you mean?
Everything. Just
what's separating a freak?
A very good fuck. Let's just say that.
So she's making noises, yelling.
Yeah.
That's your definition of a freak?
A good fuck.
A
yes.
good fuck. Yeah. So what was your statue?
Why are all the crazy ones?
No, I'm saying what makes it a good fuck because she's just wild, lets you do crazy stuff.
Yes.
What, licks your balls or like what?
Yeah, everybody licks the balls. I mean, I don't think that's crazy. Well,
then what separates her from somebody else besides the fact the bitch is about to stab you 15 times?
She's a
you
good
think
fuck.
that pussy's going to be worth it when you're dead?
No,
ain't no pussy worth that at all. But anyway, I guess we have a show to do. I don't know if that's... But damn, Poppy, I'm glad you told me that. That's fucked up. You got to get her out of there immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. Effective immediately. Anyway, guys, it's October 19th, podcast number 385, and it's sponsored by the Money Team. Anyway, guys, congratulations to our Las Vegas Aces going Drake on these motherfuckers back-to-back, missing their 2 starters and getting it done. Congratulations, ladies. You guys deserve it. Now, I don't see no parade or no party, and I'm sorry the town ain't backing you the way they should, but second WNBA season championship, that's amazing.
They are going to have a parade. There's a little delay in it because of the F1 construction. For those of you who don't know, little known fact, Paparazzi has season tickets to the Aces, and your good friend Floyd Mayweather ends up at the games a lot. He takes his grandson funny little story there. His grandson one day ran over into the huddle with the girls, and he loves to go at halftime and take one of the balls off the ball rack and dribble the ball around and stuff like that. So it's real funny to watch.
Sounds like he's got a natural-born athlete there.
He's got a natural-born athlete, and it's great to see Floyd with his grandson in that setting.
Absolutely. Guys, you want to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number into the website. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at VIP Sports LV. If you don't want to call, direct message me about doing business, and you'll hear back from us immediately. Ethan, what's the new TikTok channel? Steve Stevens Official? Guys, you can also, I'm about to blow up and go viral on TikTok starting this week. Steve Steven Official on TikTok. What do you think about that, Poppy? Should have been on TikTok long time.
Yeah, I think it's great you're joining the TikTok movement. I think that a lot of these guys, and we'll discuss it a little bit, need to make sure that they're dealing with a real guy, a legit guy, a guy who has an establishment in the industry. And yeah, it's time for you to get on TikTok.
Rather than everybody steal my shit and put it out like it's theirs, actually have the originator on there. I mean, that makes sense, don't it?
Yeah, the original is much better than the duplicated.
Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or whatever you listen to podcasts. Click that little bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. We greatly appreciate your thumbs up, and we read all of your comments. And a couple of you jokers that put thumbs down, do me a favor and turn that thumb up and sit on that bitch, because you're a clown. Fair enough? If you don't like what I'm saying and what I'm doing and the being an activist for legalization of sports betting, giving you guys 80% in golden nuggets, you just got to be a straight up fucking hater, dick rider, groupie.
Yeah, go to the next channel. Go watch something else, because if you don't like what we're doing, I mean, you're crazy.
Or maybe mad that maybe we hit their girl in the past, or maybe his bitch was watching the Rolls Royce in a G-string. Who fucking knows what they're mad about? You know what I mean? Could be all sorts of things. Maybe a trash man turned handicapper. I might have nutted her baby's mom's face. Who knows what happened? You know what I mean, Poppy?
Yeah.
Could have been a list of shit. But anyway, on a more serious note, want to give a shout out to the troops, active and retired military. It's because of you guys we're able to grind, have a good time, bet sports, and make money. We appreciate you supporting our country. And because of you guys, like I said, I live a good life. Any military guy sees the podcast, DM me. You got a free pick coming, plain and simple.
And shout out to the troops there in Israel for me.
Major League Baseball playoffs. Let's get right to it. Representing Sin City, Las Vegas, home of the fake titties, Bryce Harper and the motherfucking Phillies. Bryce Harper continues his red-hot postseason, and the Phillies are up 2-0 to the Diamondbacks. Phillies won 10-0 in game number 2. Here's the question, Poppy. Speaking of the Phillies, have you talked to the big skipper about the Phillies lately?
Yes, I have. The big skipper is probably going to be at the game today.
Well, he always has a future that's getting ready to pay. Does he have anything about the Pop?
I think he's sitting with a couple of live tickets with a couple of the teams that are left.
Oh, yeah? Beautiful. Yeah. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but Skip, one thing about him, he's living the retired life, takes care of his family, tries to go to every fucking postseason game that he could possibly fit the time in to do. We love you, bud. We miss you, man. I hope you're enjoying your retirement out there. Max Scherzer struggling in the return on Wednesday, giving up 5 runs to the Houston Astros, bounced back on the road against the Texas Rangers. The Rangers lead that series 2-1. Poppy, you have an absolute blowout winner this weekend in baseball. Who do you like in this series right here? You like Texas or you like Houston?
I think Texas is going to win the series. I think Houston is still going to give them a fight. I think this could still go 6 or 7 games, but I think today's game is pivotal. If Texas can go up 3-1 today, they will definitely win the series.
Without any shadow of a doubt, today is pivotal. And more importantly, you give Houston a tie game, you might as well just write Texas off, because Texas is playing great baseball. However, they haven't dipped down in a while.
Correct.
MLB, that's what happens no matter how good you are. Look at the fucking Dodgers. Look at the fucking Braves.
Yep.
There's going to be a time where you're not hot as you were previously, so hopefully they can keep that heat over there in Texas. But could Houston easily come back and win that series?
Houston is the
Tonight's
defending
going to be the
champions.
show and tell of that situation.
Yeah.
Let's move on to MMA. Conor McGregor will not face criminal charges over the interaction he had with a woman at the NBA Finals game earlier this summer. And Canelo said if he boxed McGregor, he could beat Conor using just one hand. I guarantee that ain't happening.
No.
Sorry, I don't give a fuck how tough you are, Canelo. That dude fought Floyd like a true fucking champion, and there's no way Canelo could beat him with one hand.
No. Conor McGregor's
and if
a tough dude.
And if Canelo claims to be so hard, fight Conor UFC, and Conor will fight you with one motherfucking hand. How about that? And win.
Yeah.
How about that? Now, let's keep it real. If they fight UFC, could Conor fight with one hand and beat Canelo in the UFC ring?
Probably.
Yeah, it'd be pretty damn close. A little bit different when a motherfucker elbows you in your mouth, comes with a roundhouse to your fucking chin. You know what I mean?
Different field, for sure.
Let's do a little off-the-field stuff here, Poppy. Terrell Owens, by the way, my homie, love Terrell forever, was hit by a car on Monday night, and it happened after he got into an argument with a man during a pickup basketball game in Calabasas. Isn't that's really thugged out, huh? You're arguing with a dude at a basketball game in Calabasas?
Yeah.
He acts like he was in the CPT or something. You know what I mean? You ain't in Compton, bro. Anyway, you guys are arguing in Calabasas. What a pickup basketball game. All rich people, huh?
Yeah. Now that I know he's playing basketball in Calabasas, I'll have to share that with my paparazzi friends so they can go shoot him up.
Absolutely. Is he even relevant anymore? Does anyone want to see T.O.?
Nah, it depends if you ask the question what he says.
Yeah.
But him getting in a fight and getting arrested or something like that.
Yeah, this would have been a good story.
Yeah.
Cops said a man got into his car and drove directly into Owens' knee, but Owens did not receive medical attention. This is the third wild encounter involving Owens this year. He also knocked out a man in front of a CVS not too long ago. Yeah. What's he acting thug? What is he, the thug at Calabasas?
I
He's
don't
the
know.
Debo at Calabasas now?
Every time I've met him and shot him, he's been extremely nice to me.
He's a
total
gentleman. He's cool as fuck. He really is.
So,
but he ain't for no bullshit, though.
No. But maybe something's going on in Terrell's life.
I don't got nobody bullying him. I got people fucking with him. And he's just defending himself. You know what I mean?
Could be.
Do your thing. You want to knock a motherfucker out in front of CVS? Do your thing, T.O.
Yeah.
Let's get right into the NFL football segment. All right, Poppy?
All right.
Season betting stats.
Yep.
Guys.
Get your pens out.
Yeah. The unders were 12, 2, and a push in week number 6. So for all you guys out there betting your favorites in the over, you're over right now. You're bent over with the bookie's dick in your fucking ass. That's where you're at right now.
Anybody who had San Francisco and Philadelphia last week, they're feeling the pain still.
100%. But guys, write this down. Last week, 12, 2, and a push to the under. Here's some favorites, guys. Favorites are 59 and 31? What are they, 59 and 31?
Straight up.
59-31 straight up. Favorites are 46 and 39 against the spread. Unders, 55 and 36. Primetime unders, 14 and 6. Yeah. So out of all the stats right here, your best bet is to take a primetime game under.
Correct.
You have one tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of people like the overs when the primetime games are going on because they like to watch scoring, and the books are cleaning up on those primetime games.
Well, obviously, it's 14 and they're 14 and 6. It's about 70%, Bob. 66 is what? 6 and 12, so 14 and 6. Yeah, it's about 70%.
Yep.
Raiders All-Pro receiver Davante Adams, coming off just 2 catches and a win over the New England Patriots, acknowledged he is growing frustrated with his seemingly diminished role despite the team winning just 2 straight. Well, there's a lot of people over here that are growing frustrated. You got fucking Jacobs, supposedly the best running back in the league, doesn't even get the fucking ball.
No.
When he does, he's getting, 30, 40 fucking yards?
Yeah, nothing.
You got
like
Devontae complaining as the wide receiver. If I was a Raider coach, I'd get rid of all of them.
We need to blow this team up. The guys that we have there, Devontae came to be with Derek Carr. He's not with Derek Carr. He's not getting the ball. Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt every other game.
Well, if they knew what they were doing, we'd have got Aaron Rodgers in that mix right away. He wouldn't have got hurt.
Correct.
Too bad his fucking mushroom trip went the wrong way and sent him to the fucking Jets.
Yeah.
If it would have sent him out here to Vegas, he'd have been out there balling right
with Devontae, correct.
Right. So, but I do want to give Raiders a little bit of respect of one thing. Their defense is getting better. Mm-hmm. And that's the one thing that irked me. I'm still always going to hate the head coach. They need to get rid of him. He makes me fucking sick. Yep. And if you got Devontae complaining about not getting passes, you got the running back complaining about not getting enough carries. I mean, what's a guy like Garoppolo supposed to do? He walked into a shit show is what he did.
No, for sure.
No one wants to hear no fucking complaining. You're getting all this money. Go out there and do your fucking job. If you get the ball, you get the ball. If you don't, you don't. All this is Davante Adams running his fucking mouth, planting the seed that he's going to be leaving Las Vegas very soon. And if that's fine, dick up in you, fuck you. We don't want you.
Right.
And one thing about us Vegas fans and Vegas born and raised people, if you don't give us a team that wins, we're not going to support you.
Same thing with the players. If you're not all in here with Vegas,
get the fuck out.
Right.
If you're not all in, you're all out.
If you're all in here, we support you 100%. But if you're not in, we don't want you.
That's what blew my mind when Derek Carr finally got his OG status. They fucking tell him he's fired and don't allow him at his last game. But that's past business. It is what it is. Here's my question. Do you think Adams has a legitimate beef, and how many catches should he getting a game?
I think he does have a beef. He's a
100%
superstar receiver.
Does. Give me the fucking ball.
Correct. He wants the ball. He's telling him, throw me the ball. So hopefully they can get some plays to get him the ball.
I got you. You choking over there and shit or what, man?
The COVID cough.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of it.
Hey, he's thinking his girl's stabbing him in the end of the night. He doesn't know he's been drinking radiator fluid for the last fucking week. You know what I mean, Garcia?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, 100%, bro. You're deteriorating, man. Let's get him down to UMC right after this podcast. Anyway, guys, Vegas is at the Chicago Bears on Sunday. Vegas is a -3 road favorite with a very low 37.5 total. Jimmy Garoppolo is listed as questionable with a back injury for Vegas. And let me ask you, did anybody think anything different that this fucking punk-ass motherfucker wasn't going to be hurt? He's laid with a back injury. His cock hurts. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure his cock does hurt. He fucks every bitch out here in Las Vegas. Garoppolo's not the quarterback that you want. The seasoned real OG fans, the motherfuckers wearing the spikes, the pure Vato Loco essays that rep fucking L.A. homes, they ain't with no Garoppolo shit. No. Garcia, you rapping Garoppolo? No, but you would fuck him if you weren't married, correct? No? Wow. You don't think he's handsome either? So you're taking, what's our thugged out fucking tight end? Crosby. I mean, so you're taking, now Crosby is your more type of speed, right? So now I got to ask there's not many women out there, so it's not a question asked. But you would take, for a date, Crosby over Garoppolo? I don't know too many women would agree with that. What about you, Poppy?
I'm not gay, so I wouldn't take either one.
Let me re-ask that question. Let me re-ask that. Garoppolo has an 11-inch penis. Crosby has a 5. Who you going out with? Crosby. Whoa! You gonna take one for the team? Oh my God! Even if it's only a mild tickle? Oh my God! I ain't mad at you, Garcia. At least you keep it real. I love you for that. That's why you've been with me 20 years, huh? This is a woman right here that ain't a yes woman. She doesn't like something, she's gonna tell you exactly what the fuck it is and what her opinion is. And anybody that's got money or anybody real, you can't have someone just saying yes around you all the time.
No.
Tell a motherfucker how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, she told you about your story earlier that more than likely you're going to die.
Yeah.
Yes? I mean,
she told me.
All right. Cleveland Browns, guys. The Browns pulled off the biggest upset since 2010 by beating the 49ers last week. I don't know how much they pulled off. The kicker missed one of the easiest fucking field goals.
San Francisco kind of gave them the game.
Yeah. So let's keep it real. Quarterback Deshaun Watson said Wednesday that he can't put on a timeline on a return from a rotator cuff strain to his right throwing shoulder. Here's the question, Poppy. How many times do you think Watson has gone online and searched massage near me since his injury?
I can't count that high. This
motherfucker fucked more masseuses and had more jackoffs than anybody in the history.
I'm starting to get real tired of this guy.
Oh yeah,
with his suspension, his injuries, that. Yeah. He gets paid a record amount of money.
Catches 31 counts of fucking raping bitches and beats them all. Huh?
Yeah.
We're just gonna suspend you for a couple weeks. You'll be all right.
Yeah, this guy, I'm getting tired of this.
However, innocent till proven guilty. He was found innocent, so you can't be putting that jacket on him. You know what I mean?
But I want
you might not like his haircut, the way he talks, but don't call him a rapist.
A guy who gets $200 million, I want to play. I want to fight through injuries. I want to be a leader on the fucking team.
Well, that brings me to my next guy, who is a fucking big-time disappointment. Like I said, his peyote took him in the wrong fucking direction. New York Jets' Aaron Rodgers, only 5 weeks removed from surgery to repair a torn Achilles tendon, stunned onlookers by showing up early on Sunday without crutches and throwing for 5 minutes on the field about 2 hours before the 20-14 upset of the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to tell you guys right now, he committed to this team. Aaron is a real motherfucker.
Yeah.
If there's any way Aaron can play this year, best believe he's going to be out there doing it. He's not a guy that just took the fucking money, fuck the Jets, no. I'm hurt, see you later. This guy wants to heal as quick as possible, so let me give you 2 words. Hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah.
Real fucking simple.
You've told me about it for 3 years.
It saved my life when I got shot. I was a fucking skeleton and was all fucked up. After 3 months of the hyperbaric chamber, it literally brought me back to life. Plain and simple. So there's your answer. You want to get in there early. But they still 20-14 upset the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
So
Aaron Rodgers knows he's not there just to be the quarterback. He knows he's there to be he's a leader on that team.
Yeah, he is.
And that team needs him. And just him showing up there gave them a big boost to beat Philadelphia.
And it's a true shame because everything they showed on the preseason stuff about the Jets and all the hype, the hype was real.
Hard Knocks, they were the team on our
The hype was fucking real. If Rodgers could have got in there, they could have made some good contention. This team is serious.
Yeah.
But Zach Attack, I love him to death.
He's playing a little bit better.
Yeah, listen, but he's not an Aaron Rodgers.
No, listen, he's not going to be a great NFL quarterback. We all know that. He tries, but he just can't do it. But kudos to him for sticking up. He gets a lot of bad attention in the media, and they played a great game the other day to beat Philadelphia.
Yeah. Well, who do you think's burned more players in the NFL? Him or his mom?
Ugh. His mom.
That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
We'll keep it at that. Anyway, guys, Jets have a bye week this weekend, and in fact, the season high 6 teams have a bye this week. But the Eagles have the game on the week at home on Sunday Night Football against Miami. This should be a marquee matchup of the fucking weekend.
Yeah.
Miami, who has been looking stellar, against Philly, who's a team that doesn't really look as good as they have last year. I've always been waiting for them to have this breakout game.
Me too.
Jalen goes crazy. They win 50, and I just don't see it. They're barely getting by. Their record doesn't really stand by how hard that they've played to get here, because
I agree.
They've squeaked by to have this record.
I agree. Same thing. I'm just waiting for them to show up like the teams that they were last year.
Like, if you're going to ask me who's more deserving of their 5-1 record, fucking Dolphins, without any question about it.
I agree.
Beating the fuck out of people.
Yep.
Beating people down. Eagles, barely getting by.
Correct.
Real simple. But anyway, Dolphins 5-1 at Eagles 5-1. Eagles are -2.5. The total is 51.5. Guys, the trend, the 52-point total in this game is the highest in Week 7. Dolphins are 4-2 to the over this season, and the Eagles are 2-0 to the over at home.
That'll be probably the game of the week for sure.
100%. Let's do a little college football segment, Poppy. As I said, the last 14 times a team with a 6-0 record, 6-0? A team with a 6-0 record were listed as underdogs against a team with 2 losses. 11 out of those 14 teams lost outright, including last year when 6-0 USC lost outright to Utah. We told these motherfuckers, Poppy.
100%
we
we
told
did.
you last week. What was the result?
Well, the result was USC was undefeated but got dominated by the Irish 48-20.
Guys, there's a difference between the bookie killer and all these wannabe motherfuckers. I get information that just doesn't show up on your stat sheet at the sports book. You know what I mean? And told you guys what to do, and yet I don't get any thank yous on our channel.
Yeah, I think on some comments or something, some thank yous. Even
were they?
Calls.
Yeah, 100%. That's the least you could do is fucking give me a call. We're just like strippers. We take tips. You know what I mean? Here's a recap. Washington moved up to number 5 after a dramatic win over Oregon, which we talked about how Oregon was playing strong.
Yeah,
we didn't say anything about you taking Oregon last week at all.
That was a great game, that Washington Oregon.
Air Force is ranked in the top 25 for the first time since 2019. Top 4 teams in the country were unchanged after Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Florida State all won Saturday in a blowout fashion. Georgia, you might as well just give them the trophy.
Georgia has an off week this week. Georgia has a off week this week.
Ethan, you just give Georgia the trophy now? Huh? No, huh? Okay.
I agree with that. I don't think you give them the trophy now.
Okay, well, hey, you guys got your opinion, and I got mine. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them.
Yeah.
Why do you think everybody out here is getting burned by these wannabe cappers?
That's very true.
It's fucking ridiculous, guys. Do your research. Know who you're dealing with, guys. You want a guy that's been in business 30 years in the business, who made history with a show, Money Talks on CNBC, who's made millions, or a guy that lives in a rental house drinking Hennessy claiming to be me?
Big difference.
Motherfucker. Anyway, guys, get your pen and piece of papers out. Top teams to the over. These are top teams covering to the over. Number 1, Georgia won but did not cover against Vanderbilt on Saturday. Georgia is just 1-5-1 against the spread, but they play in that game was to the over. And Vandy is now 8-0 to the under. See, guys, nobody told you to bet Georgia every fucking week. They're just like the Kansas City Chiefs. They win every fucking game, but they don't cover worth the fucking shit.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So it's actually a team that you should fade. But when it comes down to just winning outright, good luck on anyone beating them goddamn Bulldogs. LSU Tigers are red hot, by the way. 7-0 to the over. What's UMass at?
UMass lost 63-0 against Penn State, but UMass is now 7-1 to the over.
What did we tell these people about Penn State last week, Poppy?
We said Penn State was for real.
Guys,
this weekend Penn State takes on Ohio State. That's going to really see who's for real.
Since I'm tooting my own horn, what else did I say in a recap about UNLV?
Well, UNLV remained perfect, 6-0 against the spread. Penn State remained perfect, 6-0 against the spread.
It's only 2 games we told you that were perfect against the spread.
Right, we talked a lot about UNLV. We thought they could go up to Reno and get that trophy, the cannon there.
Well, we didn't think so. We knew so. And UNLV beat the dog shit out of them. Wasn't even fucking close.
Yes, they do.
Oregon lost but pushed against the spread. Arizona is 6-1 against the spread. Miami of Ohio 6-1 against the spread. Guys, none of you guys out there bet Miami, Ohio.
No,
you can lie to me. Don't lie to yourself. Put it on your fucking list. They're 6-1 against the spread.
I think there's a misconception because I think people look at Arizona, who's a bad team, Miami of Ohio is a bad team, and think I can't play them because they're bad teams. But they might be bad teams, but they're very good teams at getting you paid.
This is about sports betting and making money. No one gives a fuck who wins or loses. All we care about is who covers the spread.
Correct.
Cover the spread, get
Make
some
bread.
head.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Head, bread, whatever you want.
Yeah, a huge Big Ten matchup in the early game on Saturday in the Columbus, Ohio at the Horseshoe. 6-0 Penn State at number 3, 6-0 Ohio State. Ohio State 4.5, total 45.5. Here's the trend, guys. Penn State is the nation's best 6-0 against the spread. Ohio State has been battle tested already this season, beating Notre Dame on the road. Penn State has not really been tested yet, Poppy.
They haven't. I like Penn State's quarterback. He's not a guy who's going to throw 60-yard bombs, but he's very, very good. Doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Makes good plays.
But on the same side of the token, is playing Notre Dame battle tested?
That game
Louisville beats them. Ohio State.
That game was a tough game to play.
I mean, you beat Notre Dame. You're battle tested.
Maybe not
what
fully
kind of
battle
war?
tested.
Maybe
it's going to be a battle test on Saturday. I lean towards Penn State in this game, getting the 4.5. I think this game will be close, and I think Penn State can stay within the number. Do they win the game? I'm not sure about that, but I do think they'll stay within the 4.5.
Penn State's 5-1 to the over, but both quarterbacks in this game are averaging less than 10 yards per passing attempt, and Penn State's quarterback Drew Aller is averaging less than 7 yards.
But he makes a lot of good plays and completions. It doesn't turn the ball over a lot.
I told you guys we were coming back with these podcasts, and we are in absolute full effect. Over the next couple weeks, we're going to tighten everything up, cross our T's, dot our I's, make sure everything is complete. But, guys, we are on absolute fire. I'm having one of the biggest college and NFL football seasons I've had in over 10 years. You got MLB playoffs. You got NHL, by the way, undefeated in NHL this season, Poppy.
Yes.
A lot of people
I've been watching your videos
right,
every night.
Right. But you know what sucks is that I'm embarrassed to actually say that I'm undefeated in NHL because of so many fake ass handicappers saying they're 100-0.
Right.
They only post the tickets what they win, don't show nothing when they lose. You know what I mean?
It makes it so a legitimate guy like yourself can't really say what you say.
It's just embarrassing because the whole industry's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like a stripper. The bitch sneaks in the back door, but she's got to go do it because she knows once them lights are down and she's working, she's going to bring in a few G's. You got to do what you got to do to get that bread, Poppy. Yeah. But guys, like I said, stop being bamboozled by these trash man turned handicappers, guys that say they're 150-0, guys that are living in a 2-bedroom apartment, pitching out of their underwear, living with their grandma. Guys, come deal with the numero uno. Guy that's been in business 30 years, licensed and bond in the state of Nevada, and makes more money betting sports than anybody in the fucking world. Remember one thing, guys. It's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. I'll hold his arms behind his back. You knock him out. We'll go through his pockets and split that shit. How's that sound, Poppy?
It sounds good. I'm just hoping I'm here for the podcast next week and I don't get stabbed in the middle of the night.
We will do some things after the show to make sure your girl gets the fuck up out of here. We got to ship that bitch out like a fraudulent product.
Yes, sir.
We got to get her out of your life immediately.
Yes, sir.
It sounds like she's ankle weights. Sounds like she's holding you down a little bit, Poppy.
She is. I got to get rid of her. I know.
Anyway, guys, listen. Motivation is everything. If you guys aren't in a position where you want to be in life right now, stop blaming it on COVID. Stop blaming it on this pneumonia that's going around right now. There's too many ways to make a shit ton of money right now. And to give you advice, you got to keep yourself around motivated and positive people. You can't have everybody bringing you down. You could do anything you put your mind to. You just got to work hard for it and not take no for an answer. Guys, you can achieve greatness, but you got to put in the work to give it. Hard work and dedication is the key to success in life. And you guys can do anything you put your mind to. I've proved that. I want to give a shout out to the crew. You guys have been kicking ass over here at VIP Sports. All of our clients. Want to give a shout out to my boy Jack. $1.5 million he's up in the last 16 days betting $100,000 a game. Does your sports consultant do that? Does your sports consultant have $1 million clients? I didn't think so. Behalf of VIP Sports, myself, the Paparazzi, the crew, we love you guys. Stay safe. And remember one thing. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. I'll see you in the winner's circle.
It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens. I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock. So Jordan keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Bobby.
I keep hearing